This week in takeaways, I'm looking at three teams that were looking to move to 5-0 on the season, and we start with the Crestwood Red Devils, who came 4 points shy against St. Thomas Aquinas. Despite the best efforts of Logan Toot, who had an amazing game on the ground, the Red Devils, where they struggled, was in defending the St. Thomas Aquinas passing attack. They gave up 10 of 17 passing for 278 yards. That's 27.8 yards per completion, and that included several long touchdown passes, 3 touchdown passes of 50-plus yards. So an interesting weakness there. We'll see if that's a trend or if that's just a one-game thing. Maybe it's just a talented Knights passing attack, but certainly an interesting development there. We also look at the Garfield G-Men, who moved to 5-0 this week. The defense was great. 11 of 27 Crestview runs were stopped at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage. And again, those Garfield athletes continue to churn some great individual plays, some big plays, including Seth Morgan on a punt. It's about to get blocked, so he steps to the side and runs 49 yards to the end zone. Great job by the G-Men. And then we also saw the Woodridge Bulldogs move to 5-0 with a 70-0 win over Streetsboro. What was most impressive to me about that win, honestly, is I covered them against Ravenna the week before, and we saw a dynamic passing game, a downfield game, where they're going to Sharif Howard and Jake Margroff on go routes. They were doing long slants. This week, we saw something entirely different. We saw the Woodridge Bulldogs go back to the ground. We saw King Alfred Sanders score on a counter. We saw him score on an outside run. We saw him plummet up the middle. We saw Jake Margroff take a handoff on an end around. So what we're seeing is the Woodridge Bulldogs have the ability to win in a number of ways, and that's very dangerous. Now let's hand out some game balls. Number one, I'm handing out a game ball to the Kent Roosevelt Rough Riders, who came back from 10-0 and 17-7 down. That's not easy to do when you've got your backup quarterback in. Kelvon Blackman was out with an injury. That's also not easy to do when you're 0-4, and you could have those not-again feelings, but not for the Rough Riders. They showed tremendous mental toughness in picking up their first win. We're also going to give a game ball to the Windham Bombers, who picked up another close win. They've been on a string of them recently. Blaze Angle scoring with less than 2 minutes to go. He ran it in from a yard out. Great job by the Bombers. They trailed 14-0. They trailed 20-7 in the fourth quarter, but they showed the poise, and Huntel Shackelford had a great game for the Bombers. Congratulations to the Bombers. You deserve a game ball on that one. We're also giving a game ball to Sonny Ray Jones and the Ravenna Ravens. Sonny Ray had a 70-yard run that won the game for the Ravens. It was a tough one, 14-10 over the Springfield Spartans, but a big play by Sonny Ray Jones. Jim Lenardi's got a nice stable of athletes, a nice stable of runners, and Sonny Ray Jones proves it on a Friday evening against Springfield. We're also giving a game ball to the Southeast Pirates, who are on a nice little winning streak. Great job toughing out a very difficult game, a turnover-strewn game. It was a defensive battle, but the Southeast Pirates get it done, based largely on a huge play right before halftime, as their quarterback Dylan Rogers finds Billy Rose on a 40-yard touchdown to end the first half. Great play, and great to see Billy Rose, who was the quarterback last year. He's the wide receiver this year. Coach Pat Ewell talked all season about what a great athlete Billy Rose is. We're starting to see that. Great job out of him. And then I'm giving a double game ball this week to the Coventry Comets to move up to 2-0 in the Metro Division. Number one, we're giving it to Trayon Sibley, 194 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also, in addition to the 3 rushing touchdowns, took a kickoff return to the house. Great job by Trayon Sibley. And then we're also giving a game ball just to the Coventry offense in general. A very balanced attack. Steve Locker went 10 for 20, had a 91-yard touchdown pass to Dusty Burkhardt, a 59-yard pass to Nate Skaggs. Love the way this Coventry offense is playing. Love the balance, the fact that they can run it with Sibley, but they also have the deep ball going for them. Congratulations to Coventry. 2 game balls heading your way. Let's take you through a quick preview of Week 6 action in the PTC. We've got Southeast and Rootstown. That should be a great one. Very similar matchup to last year. Southeast won last year in overtime, spoiling a big start for the Rootstown Rovers and putting a big dent in their playoff hopes. Well, once again, the Rovers are off to a fast start. The Pirates look to stand in their way. Should be a good defensive battle. On the other hand, in a game that really should be more of an offensive battle, I would think, the Ravenna Ravens and the Coventry Comets should be a great battle. I mean, both of these teams are very much alive in the Metro title chase, and if they're not, and if Woodridge is pulling ahead, then they're at least in the chase for a second and a playoff berth, so that should be a great game. We're also going to look at Streetsboro. I think a very favorable matchup for the Rockets as they look to come back from that blowout loss to the Bulldogs. They travel to Brimfield. They're playing a field team that's given up a lot of points recently. That obviously bodes well for a Streetsboro team that can put up points with the best of them. And then finally, our Record-Courier game of the week, you'll find me there in Manaway. It's Mogadore at Crestwood. This should be an absolutely amazing game. For the Red Devils, this might be their best chance to ever take down the Wildcats. They've got a tremendous senior class. We'll see if senior quarterback Jordan Fabry is fully healthy for a lot of this season because of an elbow injury. He's been limited in terms of passing the ball. He's been used as a wide receiver. He's taken snaps behind center, but he's generally run the ball from behind center. We'll see if Fabry is finally unleashed in Week 6 with the top rival in town. On the other side, I think it will be very interesting to see if the Mogadore Wildcats can take a page out of the St. Thomas Aquinas playbook and attack Crestwood deep. Mogadore also has the personnel to do it. They've got a quarterback in Cole Jaber who's looked great all season and seems to gain confidence. Every single week. It will be interesting to see if Cole Jaber can go downfield, can find Jared Dunn, who's a physical force, and establish that downfield passing attack that the Knights did so well in Week 5. Should be a great matchup either way. Obviously, Logan Toot is one of the great running backs in the area. Austin Williams, the same for Mogadore. But I'm really looking to see whether or not Mogadore can establish that downfield attack on Crestwood. Thank you so much for joining me on Portage Football Live. Enjoy your Friday nights and stay safe.